And here we see that Jesus has received a warning from the Pharisees. You know, when I was preparing this sermon, I came across an English word which I never thought it was English word, bugaboo. B-U-G-A-B-O-O, bugaboo. I never thought it was an English word, and I checked on the dictionary and this is what it said. Bugaboo is an imaginary object of fear or a scarecrow. Something that causes fear or distress out of proportion to its importance. It is something that can just scare you. And it is, you may think it is something so big, but it is not. But it scares you. And that is what bugaboo is, an imaginary object of fear. A scarecrow, something that causes fear or distress out of proportion to its importance. So sometimes people may give us a warning just to cause fear, and whatever they are giving us is not that threatening. So that is a bugaboo. Imaginary. And when I was reading this thing, I was like, oh, here they give Jesus a bugaboo. Just something to scare him. And then I remembered the word that was very common in Kenya the other day, unbugaboo. I checked on that one on the dictionary, it was not there. But I thought what it meant is, if bugaboo is something that is scary, unbugaboo is that person who will not be scared. And bugaboo, that I'm not going to be scared by the bugaboo. Amen? Are we together? Because if bugaboo is something that is scary, but it is not just something to scare you, a scarecrow, then if you are not scared, then you must be an bugaboo, and scared. And when I was preparing my sermon, I'm like, this is a good word. Maybe I'm going to use that on my sermon and as my title sermon. Jesus, our unbugaboo. Jesus, our unshakable. Jesus, our unfearful. Because here we see that he was being given some warning which may have not been necessarily correct, just to scare him. But because he never got scared, he was an unbugaboo. So Jesus is our unbugaboo, our fearless God. Amen? And I thought that was a good one. You know, back to history a little bit. So today my sermon is called Jesus, our unbugaboo. Our unfearless Christ, our unfearless God. You know, Herod Antipas, now the one the Pharisees came to report to about Jesus, was the ruler of Galilee and was the son of Herod the Great. This is Herod, the father of this Herod is the one who killed children looking for Jesus. So the Pharisees may try to scare Jesus and tell Jesus, you know what? The father tried to kill you, and other children were killed. Now he knows that it is you. Now the father's son is coming after you. Huh? So the Pharisees are now wanting Jesus to flee because they sense danger. Well, Herod wants to kill him. But my question is, was this an honest warning? Were they honest? Are the Pharisees honestly trying to warn Jesus, or do they want him to leave the area? You know, Jesus is in Galilee, he is preaching, he is healing, he is causing a revolution, and the Pharisees feel that the temple is now being shattered. So maybe they were like, you know what? The only way we can get this guy out of town is to scare him and have him free. So, or are they the hostile Pharisees? They want him they want to scare him so that he may go and hide. And you know, if he goes to hiding, then he will not continue what he's doing. Then he's not going to bring that transformation in Galilee and to the temple. Remember, he was talking about him being the Son of God. And the Jews believed that there's only one God, so this person is bringing change, and people are following him, and they cannot do anything to him, so they want to scare him so that he may go hiding. Or were they trying to pressure Jesus to move from Galilee, where Antipas was the ruler, to go to Judea, where they had great influence, and bring Jesus more directly under their control? If they scare Jesus and Jesus leaves Galilee, they were anticipating he'd go to Judea. And in Judea, the Jews had more power. So they'd be like, if he lives here, we got him. If he goes to Judea, we got him right where we want. Now we can deal with him perpendicularly. Is that what they were doing? However, there is some argument into this, that some feel that the Pharisees were conveying an honest warning. Some of them may have been honest, because this Herod is the one who had beheaded John the Baptist. So maybe some of the Pharisees were like, let's warn this guy. And also, when we read the scriptures, we see that Jesus ate with the Pharisees. So maybe the Pharisees were giving him a good advice. Some of the Pharisees also eventually ended up being Christians. So maybe they were advising Jesus correctly. And maybe not, because when Jesus appeared to Herod, instead of Herod condemning Jesus, he said he had nothing to do with him. He did not condemn him. So maybe they were not serious. But Luke 13 verses 31 begins with a warning from the Pharisees to Jesus about Herod's plan to kill him. But Jesus did not accept that advice as it was. As we will continue reading, we see that Jesus turned this warning to reflect on the nature of his life and mission, which he would reach in the ultimate goal of death. Instead of Jesus doing anything else, he told them, okay, guys, I have a mission, and it is eventually going to lead to death. So don't worry. And what we do, what we learn from this? That we must learn to change some warnings to reflect the positives. Some warnings will come to us, like Maito said, that somebody may be warning you not to go through that path because they are good things and someone doesn't want you to get them, so he is giving you a warning which is false. But there, and because those people are always there, the bugaboos will always be there, then we must learn to change those advices to reflect the positives. As we will continue reading, Jesus continued to say that I will continue doing what I am doing for 3 days. I'm not going to change it, and then it will lead me to my death. So by them thinking that they are going to scare Jesus away, Jesus was able to reveal his mission. And we as a people, when we get some advices, we must be wary and check the trustworthiness of our advisors. We must check whether it is true and good advice. Is a warning light? Are they trying to scare us? Or are they deviating us? And whatever the case, we need to tell them this is why I'm doing what I am doing. And you give them the entire picture of what you are doing. If you are a Christian and you are serving Christ and they are trying to hinder you from serving Christ, let them see the entire picture. This is what Jesus did. The warning came. But Jesus tried to explain to them that my work is unstoppable. My work is unbugaboo. In verses 32 it says, Jesus replied, go tell that fox. Now this is Herod. I will keep on driving out demons. Jesus was driving demons in Galilee. And we see that the Pharisees may not have liked it because Galilee was changing now. People are coming by following Christ. people are changing their ways, and people are getting healed. And the Pharisees did not want that, so they wanted him out of the city. But this is what Herod said: go and tell that fox, I will keep on driving out devils and healing people today, and tomorrow, on the third day, I will reach my goal. This is what I am doing, and I'm not going to stop. And sometimes when we get those warnings, and those warnings are not right, let us tell the people that they are giving us the warnings, we are not going to stop. Especially if we are serving God, and whatever we are doing is light with God, let us tell the people, we are unmovable. We are unbugaboo. We are continuing to do what we are doing because God is with us. Jesus said, I'll be healing people today and tomorrow, and on the third day, I will reach my goal, and I'll go to Jerusalem, and now Herod can kill me. But what I am doing is unstoppable. And the death that you guys are talking about is still coming, and I know it is coming. And that is part of my mission. Jesus was not deterred from his mission. And we as a people should never be deterred from our mission. Sorry about that. Jesus makes it clear that he is in charge of his own timetable, not Herod. They tried to scare him, but Jesus is making it so clear that I am on my timetable, not Herod's timetable. So I'm going to serve regardless of what you or what Herod has planned. And we Christians, that is a nice lesson to learn. That we should not be scared when we start our mission. We should not be troubled when we start our plans, so long as God is in it. We own the timetable. If Christ is in it, we own the timetable. And we must keep on moving. Amen? We are the unbugaboo. We are the unmovable. We are the unshakable when Christ is with us. And we need to learn that. And Jesus continued to say that his death is in continuity with the rest of his ministry. It is not a mistake. Today, tomorrow, and that day, it will come to an end.